I feel great. I know that.
The World Cup final's been and gone, the Premier League is back, but still, all over Europe, people have been waiting for the opening match day of Serie A. That's because there's a new player in the Juventus kit, Cristiano Ronaldo. But more than just the 90 minutes that he played in his debut against Verona, how has he been affecting the transfer market, Juventus and the league as a whole? Let me take you through what the Ronaldo effect really is and how it's working its magic. But now let's take a look at how Serie A looks numbers-wise. Since 2009-2010, when Inter lifted the Champions League title, no Italian side has managed to lift it again, with all the other European top leagues bringing at least one winner to the table. Winning the Champions League is not easy and can't always be the best judge of success. So let's look at some more numbers which really show the dire straits that Serie A was in. First off, let's look at the most important thing in the transfer market, money. And Serie A currently has just under 2 billion euros of debt. If you compare this to their Premier League and La Liga, it doesn't seem like much, but they're fully functioning products, producing champions over the years and bringing in worldwide support and therefore money. For example, in comparison to Germany, the two Milan clubs have the same amount of debt as the whole of the Bundesliga combined. The big difference? Well, the Bundesliga actually works. Fans come in their droves to the stadiums, which are state of the art, and the league has been posting record sales for the last 13 years. As for Italy, well, the league for the first time in 17 years has actually posted some positive numbers. However, many of the club's bank balance is still deep within the red. It's a precarious situation in which the fans don't really enjoy going to the stadium.
Basically, after the 2006 World Cup, just Italian football went down in terms of tendencies. Stadiums were always empty, old stadiums, so people don't really want to go to the stadium. They prefer to watch it on the television. Then the clubs stopped to invest money in and buying players.
To get a feel for how bad the problem is, we're going to look at the usage percentage of stadiums in the top 4 leagues. That's Italy, Spain, Germany and England. If you look at Serie A, you'll see that they have 40% less usage in their stadiums than compared to the other leagues. This makes it clear just how low the interest is, but when you look at average attendance is where things really get worse. These statistics make it extremely clear that the stadiums are too old and too big to ever bring in the kind of fans and the money that could help them survive. The league is solely dependent on TV funds, and whilst in Italy they have a big money deal, which is probably why the fans aren't going to the stadium, outside of the country there is very little interest in the league, meaning very little money. Calcio is in a vicious cycle and something that probably only Ronaldo could break. As one of the biggest stars in the world, it's easy to see the impact that he had on Italian football as a whole just after signing for Juventus. Overnight, they claimed over 1.5 million followers on social media, and that's before he'd even been pictured in a shirt. And talking of shirts, since Ronaldo signed, Juventus have sold over 550,000 tops with the Portuguese star's name adorning the back. This is in comparison to last season, where they sold 850,000 altogether of every player. And you will think that Juventus just profit from that? Well, no, they don't. Remember what I said before about TV money? Well, the whole of the league is now profiting, as just a month after Juventus signed Ronaldo, the league signed a deal with massive sports network ESPN to show Italian football in the US. The Ronaldo effect is real. Just ask Chievo Verona. His debut at their stadium has seen ticket prices almost double and a huge interest in the goings-on around the Serie A opener. But this isn't just where the Ronaldo effect is being felt, it's also made a noticeable dent in the transfer market. The Ronaldo effect is now being felt in full swing around the transfer market as well, as players will be jumping at the chance to join Juventus. Claudio Marchisio, Sami Khedira and Paulo Dybala all mentioned how delighted they were that Ronaldo had joined them and how amazing it was to be playing alongside one of the greatest players in footballing history. But not only this, stars around the world now see Juventus as a potentially attractive destination for their next career move. For example, whilst Leonardo Bonucci's love for the club is obvious, his return to Juventus from AC Milan would have no doubt been helped by the fact that Ronaldo had signed for his former club. It's this kind of statement of intent that attracts players, and Paul Pogba was another player who could have returned to Juventus. Although a deal never really materialised, Pogba's head was turned at the chance to play alongside Ronaldo. And when in the past, players would usually leave the English Premier League for only really Real Madrid or Barcelona, Juventus are adding a new dimension to the transfer market. As Ronaldo looks almost certain to start in the centre forward role, someone had to miss out. So after 2 fantastic goal-scoring seasons at Juventus, Gonzalo Higuain eventually moved on to AC Milan. So with Higuain now leaving and Ronaldo taking his place, what can he bring that Higuain couldn't? Well, absolutely everything and a little bit more. This is Ronaldo after all. Juventus now have someone who can change from a striking role to an attacking midfield role with ease, whereas Higuain was more of an out-and-out striker. So here's how I see it playing out. There's one of two ways. Either Juventus can go with a 4-3-1-2 formation, where Ronaldo is up top with the likes of Mandzukic and possibly Paulo Dybala in behind. Failing this, Juventus could go to a 4-2-3-1 formation, which I think is most likely, with Ronaldo as the focal point. He could switch out on the left for Mario Mandzukic, interchange with Dybala in the number 10 role, or even swap on the right hand side with Douglas Costa or Bernardeschi. Wherever Ronaldo plays, he'll be able to do what he does best, which is score a boatload of goals from every angle from anywhere on the pitch with incredible power, technique, precision, and best of all, consistency. So Ronaldo didn't score in his debut, but my word, was it action-packed. A personal duel between him and the Verona keeper Stefano Sorrentino saw Ronaldo thwarted an unbelievable 4 times before inadvertently kneeing the goalkeeper in the face. This shook the host, and as Bernardeschi prodded in the winner in extra time, we caught a glimpse of why Juventus have that never say die attitude that champions always have. A goalless Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't necessarily mean a bad game, and the new boy fitted in well into the Juventus lineup. His link-up play with the likes of Costa, Mandzukic and Dybala showed that he's settled pretty well into their system and into Serie A, which means that we'll probably see him hit the back of the net soon and subsequently whip his top off again. But what did you guys think of Ronaldo's debut at Verona, and how do you think he'll get on this season in Serie A? Let me know in the comment section below, smash the like button, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.